Hey, everybody, time to do something we have not done in months and months and months, and that is a Q&A, questions and answers. Some of the things that you've been asking in comment sections or direct messaging me, and sometimes a compilation of questions that I get asked over and over again, that it's easy to just give one general answer. So, having said that, a little change of venue here in front of the fabled Wall of Sound, and as you know, there's been more vintage audio projects done, and more will be coming your way. The ultimate dream is to have this lit up one night and looking beautiful with all of these vintage receivers, and I will be doing an update on what's on the Wall of Sound, as well as hints that you may follow when it comes to buying one of these beautiful pieces and having something in your home that's not only functional, sounds great, but is cool as hell and will be impressive at any kind of cocktail party. Let's get to it. Number one, will you continue a morning vlog? I appreciated the change up. I'm always doing things to change up the channel, especially in the morning. Back in the day, 2013, 14, 15, every morning I'd be dancing around in front of the refrigerator with the vintage Sherwood above me and in a nightie or something and doing crazy stuff like that. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and then the vlog format changes over time, but I am moving back to a morning style vlog because it gives me a chance to address a few different subjects on one video. So I do appreciate that you enjoyed. I've gotten good feedback on that. Yes, I'm wearing my romper today. It's a nice gift from, I think, from Sharon Sheridan, and thank you, Sharon. I sure enjoyed it. If I got the wrong person, apologies. I'm old, right? Is sports betting hard to beat? Don't most people lose? Why do you think you will win? You sound foolish. Well, so far so good in what I'm doing, but do I expect to win? Probably not really. Do I expect to have a lot of fun? Yeah. Do I expect that I can give insights that people can probably use in formulating their bets? I do. I've followed sports closely. Just because I haven't brought it onto the channel does not mean that this big mouth doesn't have opinions about things. And Vegas Rosie's going to be around a while, so get used to it. Yeah, I do expect to lose, but as I say, I expect to have a lot of fun. I'm not going to lose the house around me. I'm not going to go crazy betting. I bet small. You know I'm cheap. You know it. Learn to love it. Okay, so don't worry about it. Why did you bother canning stuff? I had a few people ask me this. I can buy the stuff you can cheap as F in the store. Why would you waste your money? And of course you can get canned diced tomatoes for 99 cents a can, $1.49 a can, canned peaches and things like that. Number one, I control what goes into the canning process. I don't have to put preservatives and things like that, and extenders and weird kinds of sugar and things like that, high fructose corn syrup for preservatives. I have control over what I can put in my jars. That's number one. And number two, I think it's a skill worth having. And it's worth having jars just in case. It goes with the whole prepper mentality of being prepared to be able to take care of yourself in the event. And people will grow food, yes, but will people be able to preserve food as much as they want? Well, that remains to be seen. But I, for one, enjoyed the process, and I learned a lot, and I think it is a blast. This person talked about the recent heat wave. Do you have AC on the ranch? And of course, we sustained 109, 114, 115, 109, 102 degrees. Looks like it's going to be a hot one today. We don't have AC here. The main reason being is that you only really need AC, at least up until recently, 4 or 5 days a year, because yes, it'll often go up to 100 degrees here in Central California on the coast, just north of San Francisco. But usually in the afternoon by 4 or 5 o'clock, the cooling breeze comes in. It brings the marine layer in off of the ocean, and it can drop it from 100 to 59 degrees in 2 hours. Okay, so very, very comfortable Mediterranean climate. Now, with potential climate change and global warming, I'm not going to get into an argument about it, but I'm just saying things are heating up. So it could be a different story, which is going to be kind of sad for the way of fossil fuel generation and burning and things like that, because, well, the more you need to keep cool, the more energy you consume, the more hydrocarbons are pumped into the atmosphere. You know, okay? So I don't have AC. All right? I survived. I got a fan. I'm old school, man. All right. Get asked this a lot. How do you stay in shape? To have a bikini body, being what you call an old bat is pretty dope. So, two things. Number one, I guess, and this is, don't let yourself go. I do see a lot of people that stop caring about appearance and things, and people have bigger fish to fry, and I get it, and I'm all down with that, right? There comes a point where you just live your life, and I don't spend a lot of time on upkeep and maintenance and things like that, but some things are important. To be walking, to be getting exercise, because when you exercise, even starting small and trying to build up a little bit of endurance, you're moving, you're circulating your blood more, you're with higher speed of blood circulation, comes more cleansing, a resistance to building up and clogging arteries and things like that. So I think it's important. And I've also said before that you need to stay hydrated and you need to stay on top of your situation. Whenever I sense that, I feel kind of bloaty and fat, it's just an automatic signal to me to go on 2 or 3 weeks and cut down like crazy and get things back under control. Because, things like skin and stuff, they only have so much stretch to them, and then they start to lose their elasticity because of collagen decline and things like that. So you want to make sure that you try to maintain, and a lot of that is through hydration. So many people wake up in the morning, no, I got to have my coffee first, and then they're not staying hydrated. They're not drinking that water first thing in the morning, which is after respirating all night long and breathing, you've lost a lot of fluid overnight, and coffee and tea is going to draw out more in the morning. So you really need to buck yourself up with some hydration, heavy hydration, particularly in the morning, and it helps keep you puffed up, right? In all the right places. Let's see, some people were asking about the boss's person. How's the boss doing? The Harley work was interesting, but I have no idea what you did. Why did you rebuild the carb thing? Well, something got stuck inside on a float or something like that, and when the boss went to start up the bike, gasoline was flowing all over the garage floor. Not a good thing, okay? Any spark could have created a disaster in there. So rebuilding that carburetor helped to remedy that problem, as you saw. And yes, the boss is doing a lot better. The boss is robust looking now, which is great. Medical problems, diabetes, things like that. They're very debilitating, and they're very difficult to deal with, but boss is tougher, and you know what, and he's rolling on. He's also meaner than hell too, as you guys know, so that might have something to do with it. What a mean guy, right? Let's see, this person, when will you get your concealed carry weapons permit? Should it not be automatic? Well, you think it would be these days. But in light of the Supreme Court ruling in June, that came out saying that people have a right to bear arms and it shall not be infringed and things like that. It takes a while for counties to realize that there's a greater authority out there than them, and they kind of have to get in touch with the realities. But I mean, it's a long process anyway, because you want people to have background checks and stuff like that. Do you want fingerprints to be done so we know As long as I know that it's going to be issued without a lot of problems, I don't mind waiting. But I know I have a constitutional right to it. But I'm not one to really upset the apple cart, or to go raging until such time as I have to. You know what I mean? I'm not going to front run stuff. I'm in one of the bluest counties in a blue state here, and it is what it is. But things are moving ahead. I posted a email saying, you've moved along in the process, conditional approval or whatever. And we talk a little bit about China. I do economic work during the week. How do you know so much about China? Your takes have been on point, but scary. I lived there for 5 years. I speak Chinese. So it gives me an insight to how Chinese people think, particularly the leadership when it comes to things like balancing capitalism and communism, a very difficult task. And I hate to say it, but given a choice between the two, authoritarianism, communism wins every single time, because it's the party in control. It has the levers of power, and they're not going to willingly cede that over to anybody. So yeah, I do worry about China, but that sort of explains why I know quite a bit about China. I still have contacts in there and talk to people. We have situations where huge cities of 20 million people remain under lockdown, the whole northwest province of Xinjiang. There's just a lot of things that go on there that make for a very dicey situation. Number 9, when will you be doing that bikini baking again? It's been years. It has been. Pandemic hit. YouTube changed a lot of their terms and conditions. I'm not saying that you can't do it. You can do it. But it just kind of puts in a situation where, I've kind of moved on YouTube because I've invested so much into the platform here and removed thousands of videos and basically regutted things, have everything drop down to zero in terms of momentum and basically rebuilding again. And I don't want to lose what I have left here in case of something dumb or something like that. So if I do that type of thing, it will be on another platform, and like TikTok or something like that. The live streams don't get saved there, but they don't get saved on Twitch either. So I don't know. I haven't quite decided, but there's plenty of chances to do baking and all that. So we'll see. And finally, this person says, more food reviews. Why can't you do daily food reviews? Well, money. I need to be careful with the dollar. I get high costs here with health insurance, things that I've never needed due to my health. But there's things that have to be covered here. And would I like to do more? Yeah, I would. I'd like to go back to doing the Dollar Tree food review. Practically killed me, but the food reviews from Dollar Tree and all that. So if there's, if I travel, I think it's more apropos because you have to feed yourself on the road. But the point is taken. I think it's time, especially, that now that Bobby is retired, to get out here and get it done for some more food reviews. Hey, that's going to do it for, going to try to get these back on a monthly basis again. So thank you guys for being along today. I really appreciate your thumbs up are appreciated. Of course, your comments and questions are always welcome down in the comment section down below, or you can email me. I can make it like new at gmail.com, which is my contact number. I have a P.O. Box, which is in the About page, P.O. Box 8457, Santa Rosa, California, 95407. Rosie on the Rancho. Put on top of it. They know me in the post office. I'm a legend. So I'm going to close it out. Your thumbs up are appreciated. And thanks so much for watching today. Mwah.